Chapter 1, Power Sharing. Notes and Summary from Class 10. Social Science. Political Science. Book Democratic Politics 2. Overview. This chapter explores the concept of power sharing in democracy. It contrasts how two different democracies, Belgium and Sri Lanka, handled demands for power sharing between diverse social groups. The chapter illustrates that intelligent sharing of power among the legislature, executive, and judiciary is crucial for the design of a democracy. While Belgium serves as an example of successful accommodation, Sri Lanka demonstrates the dangerous consequences of majoritarianism. Belgium and Sri Lanka. Belgium is a small European country with a complex ethnic composition. Dutch speakers, 59% of the population, lives in the Flemish region and speaks Dutch. French speakers, 40% of the people live in the Wallonia region and speak French. German speakers, the remaining 1% speak German. Brussels, the capital. The situation in the capital is the reverse of the country. In Brussels, 80% are French-speaking and 20% are Dutch-speaking. The conflict, the minority French-speaking community, was relatively richer and more powerful, which was resented by the Dutch-speaking community, who received economic benefits later. This caused tension between the two communities during the 1950s and 1960s, particularly in Brussels. Sri Lanka is an island nation in South Asia with a diverse population of about 2 crore people. Sinhala speakers, they make up 74% of the population and are mostly Buddhists. Tamil speakers, they make up 18% of the population and are mostly Hindus or Muslims. They are divided into 2 subgroups: Sri Lankan Tamils, 13%, natives of the country, concentrated in the north and east. Indian Tamils, descendants of plantation workers who came from India during the colonial period. Christians, about 7% of the population, belonging to both Tamil and Sinhala communities. Majoritarianism in Sri Lanka. Upon gaining independence in 1948, the democratically elected government adopted a series of majoritarian measures to establish Sinhala supremacy. Majoritarianism is a belief that the majority community should rule the country in whichever way it wants, disregarding the wishes of the minority. 1956 Act. An act was passed to recognize Sinhala as the only official language, disregarding Tamil. Preferential policies. The government favored Sinhala applicants for university positions and government jobs. Religious protection. A new constitution stipulated that the state shall protect and foster Buddhism. Consequences. Sri Lankan Tamils felt alienated and believed the government denied them equal political rights and opportunities. Relations between the communities strained, leading Tamils to demand an independent state, Tamil Eelam, in the north and east. The distrust turned into a civil war, causing thousands of deaths and forcing many to become refugees. Accommodation in Belgium. Recognizing cultural diversities. Belgian leaders amended their constitution 4 times between 1970 and 1993 to create a unique arrangement that allowed everyone to live together. Key elements of the Belgian model. Equal representation in central government. The Constitution mandates that the number of Dutch and French-speaking ministers shall be equal in the central government. Consensus decision-making. Special laws require the support of the majority of members from each linguistic group, ensuring no single community can make unilateral decisions. Powers to state governments. Many powers of the central government have been given to state governments, which are not subordinate to the central government. Separate government for Brussels. Brussels has its own government with equal representation for both communities. The French-speaking people accepted equal representation in Brussels, despite being a majority there, because the Dutch-speaking people accepted equal representation in the central government, despite being a majority in the country. Community government. A third kind of government elected by people belonging to one language community, Dutch, French, and German, irrespective of where they live. This government handles cultural, educational, and language-related issues. Khalil's Dilemma. The text presents a fictional story set in Beirut, Lebanon, to illustrate the complexities of power sharing. The context. Lebanon had a civil war between various communities, Christians, and Muslims. The solution? Leaders agreed to a power-sharing pact where specific high posts are reserved for specific sects. President, Maronite Catholic. Prime Minister, Sunni Muslim. Deputy Prime Minister, Orthodox Christian. Speaker, Shia Muslim. The dilemma: Khalil, who does not follow his parents' religion strictly, dislikes this system. He asks why Lebanon cannot be a normal democracy, where anyone with the most votes wins the top position. The counter-argument: elders argue this system is the best guarantee for peace after the bloodshed of the Civil War. Why power sharing is desirable. The chapter provides two sets of reasons for power sharing. First, prudential reasons, based on careful calculation of gains/losses. It helps reduce the possibility of conflict between social groups. It ensures the stability of the political order and prevents violence. Imposing the will of the majority undermines national unity in the long run. Second, moral reasons based on the spirit of democracy. Power sharing is the very spirit of democracy. People have a right to be consulted on how they are governed. A legitimate government is one where citizens acquire a stake in the system through participation. Forms of power sharing. In modern democracies, power sharing takes four main forms. First, horizontal distribution, checks and balances. Power is shared among different organs of government: legislature, executive, and judiciary. They are placed at the same level to exercise different powers. This creates a system of checks and balances where each organ checks the others, preventing unlimited power. Second, vertical distribution, federalism. Power is shared among governments at different levels: a general central government, federal/union, and regional governments, state/provincial. The Constitution clearly lays down the powers of different levels. This can extend further down to local governments like municipalities and panchayats. Third, power sharing among social groups. Power is shared among religious and linguistic groups, such as the community government in Belgium. It also includes legal arrangements for socially weaker sections and women, such as reserved constituencies in India. This ensures minority communities get a fair share in power. Fourth, power sharing among political parties and pressure groups. Citizens have the freedom to choose among contenders, leading to competition that ensures power doesn't remain in one hand. Coalition government. Two or more parties form an alliance to contest elections and share power if elected. Interest groups, traders, farmers, workers, influence decision-making or participate in committees. A summary: power sharing is essential. In a democracy, power should not rest with one person or organ, but should be distributed. Two paths: Belgium and Sri Lanka faced similar ethnic challenges, but chose different paths. Belgium chose to accommodate differences through power sharing, leading to peace. Sri Lanka chose majoritarianism, leading to civil war. Justification: power sharing is justified for prudential reasons, stability, preventing conflict, and moral reasons. It is the essence of democracy. Modern application. Today, power is shared horizontally between organs, vertically between levels of government, socially between groups, and politically between parties. So, friends, we have completed notes and summary of Chapter 1, Power Sharing. If you like the video, kindly hype the video and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive new video notifications. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.